Heidi ho, friends. Welcome to another episode of Trekking Tuesday. Weather conditions. I left a mountaineer. It was 53 degrees. Today, high of 60 to 65. No significant weather to be reported. Not even a very strong wind gust. Goals for today, and we've got quite a bit of them. First, yeah, I know it's a beautiful day. First, I want to make a sitting bench with that material I found last week on my hike out, that board right there. I found on the riverbank, and I think I want to put it in this area right here because this is the front of the teepee. That's where the doors are, and I think I'm going to make this here my cooking area so we could put a fire pit right there. Not a permanent one, but just one to use it occasionally. What else is going on? Oh, a little bit later, I'm going to want to take my through night TC20 out. I'm going to talk about some of the flaws I found in it. It's going to be kind of like an overview. We might break the old tarp out, but I doubt it. And if I do, I'm going to do some experimenting with some ground setups on there. Okay, we already got, yep, not a bug yet. Yes, the spiders are out, so that means not much longer from now the ticks and the snakes will start to be waking up. Well, basically the ticks. So I've already sprayed with DEET, and we need to promethium my clothes next week. Let's see what else. Oh, for dinner, you're going to love this. We are going to be doing some experimenting with the gumbo I was talking about a while back. I'm going to try to make my own gumbo using the first gumbo in a can. I found it tasted the best. So that's going to be a real treat. let me catch you up to where we are so far. The first thing I did is I cut this tree down as low to the ground as I could possibly get it. Covered it up with a bunch of debris. That way it won't be spotted by a ranger or a game warden. I do not want to get blamed for cutting down a live tree, especially since I don't believe in doing that, because there's enough fresh deadfall to do anything you want with that here, like that piece there. I took part of the log and put it over there. Then I took what we had left, I brought it over here and processed what I needed. I cut off the legs for the sitting bench, where they're over there. I have these two pieces. One I'm going to use for a new pounding stick or a beating stick. I'll work on that here in a little bit. Then I dispersed the other piece way out there in the woods, covered it up with leaves to get it away from my camp. And then I know where it is so we can use it later. Over here, as of course you see me dig the holes. I started out with the shovel, it wasn't working. Went ahead and grabbed the machete, went as deep as I could, and then got it to the point where I thought it would be comfortable to sit on. Buried the poles with the sand, beat the sand around it to get it as tight as I possibly could. And then I had to put, even though I thought I got this leveled out, I didn't get it leveled out. As you can see, it's got a lean to it. And I went ahead and made a couple wedges and put one there. Then one over there. Next, I went ahead and found some of the rustiest nails I could find on my workbench, brought them out here, pounded them in. Why they're rusty? Because it looks like this bench has been here a while. That way, if somebody comes out here and starts asking questions, I don't know where it came from. It's been here. Look at the nails. Then, of course, I pushed a bunch of debris underneath of it. Once again, giving it the appearance that it has been here a while. Next on the agenda is I want to put a fire pit right there. We got a car coming in, which brings me to a fact that the wind is coming at us from the river and blowing towards the road. Not good. We have to have a hot fire to keep the smoke away. All right, back to the fire pit. This tree right here, from here out, is starting to die off. I can't decide if I want to cut it or just pin it back against that tree. See, this is pretty much dying off up here too. I know this tree over here is, well, it's definitely gone, so we're going to go ahead and rip it out because I don't want it catching on fire. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and just save this one. If we bend it over that way, it should be okay. That'll be one of the next projects, along with the trench fire. And then I've been looking at this log over here. I'm pretty sure y'all know what I want to use it for. This would make an excellent pooping tree. So what we'll do is get some of that bark off of there and dig a poop hole down there. And so we can cover it up later. So that's going to be a good pooping tree. One other thing I want to do. Ow, ow, ow. Having a little problem with my hip today. We want to make the beating stick. And I'll cut that down in a little bit and make a handle for it. And I'll show you that. I think what we're going to do now is take a little break. All right, friends, here we go. This ice cream sandwich is by Mountain House. As you can see, this is new product packaging. And I've had the chocolate, I've had the vanilla, and then I think the other one was the strawberry. Then I had that swirl one, whatever the heck it was. But I've never had a mint chocolate before, mint chocolate chip. So this ought to be good. Or bad, I'm not sure. We're gonna go ahead and pop it open. Okay, there's no, interesting, oxygen tablet in there. Oxygen absorbing tablet. I cannot say that word. Must be getting a little hungry. It looks like one. Looks pretty good. I have a feeling it's going to be very dry. All right, so let's oh, look at that. Take a bite, see what it's all about. Sandwich part's good. It's dry though. It is definitely dry. Oh my God. That is really good. Okay, I'm going to sit here and enjoy this. Friends, the creepy crawlers are starting to come out. I've already seen the spiders waking up. And there's a stick on me. Another stick. And some flying insects. It's only a matter of time before the ticks start coming out. So I went ahead and put some protection on. I think next week we're going to go ahead and put some promethium on the clothes. All right, what we're doing here. These are my old beating sticks, and they're getting pretty freaking tore up, as you can see. So I want to make a new one. Obviously, this, I don't know, this wood here is just, listen to it. It is solid, very solid. But obviously, putting a grip on there would not be good. So what we need to do is put a handle on. This is going to be real easily done. Now, first, I'm going to go ahead and lubricate my blade. What I'm doing is putting WD-40 on here, and we're running out. It helps lubricate the blade, and it goes to the wood a lot faster. It's kind of the same concept as you would have with your chainsaw, and that's what we're doing. Okay, so this, both pretty thick. Actually, it's pretty equal. It's got a little curve in it. I like that curve, though. My, that's a fine piece of wood I got there. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to put our handle on. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut into the wood like so, and we're going to rotate in a circle like this. And we're going to take it down, quit that, get in there, until we get it to the edge of the saw blade, and we'll stop there. As you can see, our saw blade has went into the wood that far, and it's like that all the way around. And that means we've cut this far into the wood. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to flip it up on end. Like so. And I'm going to give it a little pound into the ground. There we go. Hopefully that'll hold it. Then we're going to take this beaten stick right here. I think will work. Okay, honestly, I did not think I was going to like having that road there, but I do. The small cars coming and going, I don't worry about. The medium-sized trucks, I don't worry about, but when I hear a big truck come in there and stop and not come back out again, I start being on the lookout, just in case. All right, now we got to get back on track here. So what we're simply going to do is take our stick, and we're going to take it down to that split, like so, until we make us a handle. And you can see it stops right where that cut is, so we do not cut too much off. Well, that feels really good. Oh, this thing has got some beef to it. All right, let's test it out. Okay. Whoa. Whoops. Oh my. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is going to work great. Yeah. Very happy. Now it's time to work on the poop tree. The first thing we need to do is move these leaves out of the way and dig us. Oh my God, I'm falling. That wasn't good. Uh-oh. Oh boy, that wasn't good at all. And then we need to dig our hole directly in this section here, a little bit to the front and then a little bit to the back, because that's where our waste material will be falling. And we're going to dig this sucker at least a foot deep. It would appear we disturbed a stink bug. That little guy over there. Come on, get out of the way. Come on. Sorry about that, little guy. I think we're going to stop right there because I'm starting to run into the tree's root system and I don't want to uncover too many of those. If you notice though, I did put in a backstop just in case Jeremy had to use it. Anyway, that's so wrong of me. All right, next we're going to get some of this bark off the tree and smooth it out, make sure there's no rough edges. And then I think we're going to call it good. I think it's going to work. I'm going to leave this branch on for them rough moments. Just for a grab handle. I'm very happy with it. Friends, I'm not going to lie to you. This is the third time I've tried to shoot this part of the video. I keep screwing things up. Let's see if we can get it right this time, shall we? Nothing like a little Coke Zero. Love that stuff. Okay, I'm going to give you my overview or my thoughts of the ThruNite TC20 as of now. I found two flaws in them. One not a big deal, one a real big deal. First one, you notice this here, a lanyard. When you stuff it in its case, if you don't get it in there all the way, parts of it hang out. Not a big deal when I'm at work, but when I'm here in the woods, kind of a big deal, especially since I do a lot of bushwhacking. If I had this on my belt, and let's say a twig reached in, opened this up, and it happens. That's why I've got all the carabiners on my pack. And grabbed a hold of this lanyard, it pulls your flashlight out, boom, you've lost your light source. The next one, and this one really pisses me off, and it can be really easily fixed. If you notice the location of the button, there's no guard on it, none whatsoever. So if it hits against, let's say, a solid force or anything, it turns the darn light on. And I found this out the hard way. I had it in my EDC bag, and I went to go grab it out, and I noticed that the case was just freaking hot as heck, and I was like, what's going on here? I couldn't figure out what was happening. Then I noticed that the light was on, and what has happened, in my EDC bag, I've got a bunch of other items in there, and somehow something turned the light on, and I don't know how long it's been on there, but enough to get this whole case hot, and that's probably why they got the bottom on here so it doesn't catch on fire. And I was like, crap, and it was half dead, and I didn't have it the rest of the night, which did not make me happy. And this is an easy fix. I don't think they'll do it, but as you can see, they've already got a perforated edge down here at the bottom. Now this is my cheap O&M Trails or Ozark Trails flashlight I bought at Walmart 5-6 years ago, okay? Notice the button. Notice the protective surface. You're not going to turn it on. You could put it in your pack. I put it in my pack. I don't worry about it turning on. And then, boom, you hit the button. Light comes on. No problems at all. And that would be an easy fix for through night. Now, I'm not dogging their product one bit because I did buy it for a reason. I like it. I think it's a good product. It just has a couple flaws. And it wouldn't be that hard for them to put a button on the back of this. Will they do it? I don't know. And honestly, I don't think they will. Now, there's another thing about this light. This is a floodlight, and I bought it for a reason. I bought it for filming. See, if you look at the floodlight, look at the area down there, the whole area is just lit up. This is to light up your campsite, and I want to use it for caving, mine exploring, and etc. Basically filming. And this is not good for distance whatsoever. Okay, now here's my cheap light. Notice it's a long throw or a spotlight. See right there, the light is concentrated, which shines it a lot further in the woods, and that's great for navigating in the nighttime. And then you got the flare out right here, or the wash, and that's for your side vision, but not good for filming. So I think in the future I'm going to go ahead and buy the other through night light, which is the long throw flashlight, and use it in conjunction with this one. Now, heads up, I'm not recommending these lights at all. They are overkill for backpacking, hiking, camping, anything, but they're nice to have, and I want them for filming, but you don't need them. They're not necessary. Okay, now I've got through that without messing up too bad. I'm going to take a short break, and then we need to start prepping for dinner. I think it's close to about 4 o'clock or so. And, oh, you're not going to believe this. I checked the temperature a minute ago. It is 61 freaking degrees out. That's amazing. I'm loving it. Loving it. So, what are we having for dinner? This is a recipe I want to try out. It's going to be featured on a Cooking with Bob video. This is the gumbo I liked. And it is the soup mix. I really loved the soup, or the sauce. Tasted awesome. Okay, but it was lacking because it said it had chicken and summer sausage. Well, it had like 2 pieces of freaking summer sausage and maybe a couple pieces of chicken, or a leaf. I'm not sure. I think I might have ate a leaf. So what we have here is chunky chicken breasts. You've seen me use these before. You can get them at Walmart. This one's, I think it was like 50 cents when I bought it. And then the summer sausage was roughly about $4. Now, heads up, the summer sausage is already cooked. You don't have to do this step, but I'm going to do it anyway. And what I want to do is we need to open this up. Oh my God, a big wind gust is coming. Yeah, we're not doing a fire today, friends, because the smoke would go right across the road. And to be honest with you, I do not want to get found. So, yeah, that's why we're not doing it. All right, so this is already cooked, but I think it tastes a lot better if we actually fry it. Okay, we need to save this aluminum foil. I got a purpose for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to slice these up, and then we're going to simply throw them in my skillet here, and we're just going to fry them until they turn kind of a brownish color. And then we'll be ready to put those in the soup. Be careful if you're cutting on your skillet. The best thing to do is move the knife a little bit, go down, and then stop, and then rotate whatever you're cutting. That way you don't slide the knife across the bottom of your skillet and start dulling your blade. And I'm gonna eat this. Screw it. Yep, you get to hear me munch. All right, we're gonna throw it on the stove over here. I think we might end up using this foil here as a windbreak because the wind is picking up. So what I've done is took a little duct tape I had on my lighter, and yes, I carry duct tape with me. And we're gonna put a little piece right here and drop it in the dirt. Put a little piece like here. Fold it around. Duct tape it to which is becoming my bench instead of my seat. And that should give us a really nice wind block. Okay, heads up on the D-Power stove. This thing is a little blast furnace. And sometimes it's kind of hard to control the temperature. So, there we go. And it looks like it's a little crooked too, to be honest with you. No worries. We can fix that by lifting this up here. Stick there. Okay, that's going to work. We're going to throw our pan on there and we're going to watch it and make sure it does not burn while we are cooking. And meanwhile, I'm going to take another little piece of duct tape and I'm going to tape this twig we're using for a leveler down so it doesn't fall off or slide out from underneath the stove when we are cooking. Oh, it's already starting to sizzle. When we are cooking our gumbo. There we go. These are about done, and this, if you look, is the color I'm looking for on all of them. And that one's almost done. That one's definitely done. I'm going to give them a couple more seconds on the fire or stove. Next thing we're going to do, this is the biggest pot I have. We're going to go ahead and take our gumbo sauce or gumbo soup, open it up. Spill it everywhere. And I want to show you, we've got a mess going here. Plenty of rice. Look at all that rice. There was one summer sausage. One piece of chicken just fell in here. The rest, I don't even know what the heck that was. What is that? Is that, nope, that is just a clump of rice. Not cool. Not cool at all. Yeah, we're almost done on these. That one needs to go a little bit more. A little bit more on that one. That one there. So we're just going to set it over on the side a little bit. All right. Next. Look at that mess on here. Here's our chicken. Our chicken chunks. Now this has got a lot of that juice in there. I do not want it to blend in with the gumbo, so we're going to crack that, pour all that juice out all over the ground and make some critters very freaking happy. Hopefully we got it all. We're going to go ahead and drop that in. I do believe our sausage is done. Yep. Let's put our sausage in. That piece is staying out for me. We might need to add a little water. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Yeah, we might need to add just a little water to it. No worries. There we go. Now, I'm saving that one for me too. Yeah, let's put in just a dash of water. We're going to go ahead and put that on the stove. And I want to bring the temperature down. I want this to simmer and heat up very slowly. I probably should get my stirring spoon out. What did I do with that little guy? Oh, there it is. So we're going to give that, I want to say a good 10 minutes at a simmer. And then towards the end, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to a boil for about 30 seconds. We're going to flash boil it. All right, I got quite a mess going here. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, let's let her set. All right, friends, it's time to flash boil. We're going to crank up the heat. Something I've noticed, that the majority of the chicken chunks have freaking disintegrated. So I'm going to have to come up with another chicken source, probably real chicken. So we're going to do that for about 30 seconds and pull it off. I do believe that has been long enough. Now, we just need to let it cool down a bit. I'm really anxious, though, to see what it tastes like. Yeah, we better not. Let's give that a couple minutes to cool off. In the meanwhile, I'm going to clean my mess up. Okay, friends, I'm laying real low right now. Let me explain. I was getting ready to shoot the taste test of the soup. I heard a bunch of freaking ruckus right about over there. So I dropped everything to the ground, like over there. I pulled my coat and my shirt off of there, threw it up here, dropped it on my pack, and then went real low to the ground so no color was showing. And I watched them walk by this way, go down that way, throw some stuff in the river, then walk right by again. And I thought I was seen because they kept looking. One of them looked over this direction, but obviously they didn't see me because I'm way down, and you'd have to be looking, and most people wouldn't be looking for somebody laying on the ground out here in the woods, especially kids. But by estimates, they should be down right about there by now. And I'm hearing a lot of traffic coming in and out of here. Oh, so I am more than confident that this camp won't be found, especially they were not more than 150 yards away from me. And you can't see over here because there's like a little hillside. All right, let's go back, and I'm going to tell you, let's get that freaking leaf out of here. We're just going to leave all that on the ground right now. Yeah, you'd have to really be looking to see me because you'd have to look over all that debris and all them logs. Now, if I was sitting up, they absolutely would have seen me. Oh my God, I'm very dirty. That was actually kind of fun. I could just sit there and just watch their little heads and shirts kind of bob on down that way. They should be out of range by now. All right. Let's taste test this soup. Get out of there, bug. Now that it's freaking cold. Well, nope, still warm. flavor-wise, still freaking awesome. The chicken chunks, I don't know where they went, man. That thing just pretty much disintegrated. I can kind of taste them in there. But let's do the summer sausage, and this is the beef summer sausage. Okay, good. I'm a little warm. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oops, excuse me. The flavor of the gumbo soup infused with the summer sausage, and it is good and spicy. All right, friends, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. Then we're gonna start packing the gear up. And I want to hit the river before it gets dark, and we're gonna take a look at the water levels. As the sun is slowly setting, I'm starting to get everything packed up. I want to show you something. This is all the trash we used today, or made today, and it's double Ziploc bags. In fact, I got the boot cover right there. I figured since I didn't use it as a fire starter today, not a bad idea to go ahead and throw it away. I don't want to leave it out here. So this will go in the pack probably right here. All my cook stuff will go right about there. And we got the flashlight out just in case. I've got everything all packed up, and I checked to make sure there was no man-made trash left, and there is not. We did leave a trace. We got shavings everywhere, but the new beating stick I made, I went and hid it out in the woods. The slivers from it I hid over there in the leaves. And then what was left of that tree, I stashed it over there. That way, if somebody comes upon this area to look around and go, well, there's been no activity, so nobody is using it anymore. Well, except for the bench. I spilled all over that thing. If you're wondering, no, I did not eat all the jambalaya. It just wasn't going to happen. I probably maybe ate half of it, or a little bit more. It was very filling. There was enough in that batch for 2 people. I did dump it out over there by the tree, so the critters are going to have one heck of a time eating that. And I just kind of pulled a muscle on my leg there. Ow. That was unpleasant. All right, one more check. Area's cleaned up. Yep, nothing left. No tools left. Nothing at all. All right, let's head out. How are we getting out of here today? Let's go this direction. So we're going to cut, once again, diagonally until we hit the riverbank, and we're going to take a look at the water levels, hopefully before the sun goes down. I'll be darned. That is an adder. And Jeremy made that a while back, and it's been hidden on that tree up there, and it would appear the kids found it, and they shoved it in the ground up here on Teepee Island. Probably a good thing we finally moved the teepee. Yep, there's the footprints right there. Very interesting. We're here at Camp Lazy Log, and still untouched. We need to start working on that again. All right, let's take a look at the river status. Not much of a change, to be honest with you. You can see a little bit more of the wing dam, but not much. You can start to see the outline of it, how the water's flowing. It's going that way, coming around, then it's flowing on that side. You can kind of see where it is. If it recedes anymore, we can walk out on that. It's actually pretty freaking cool. I have done it before. All right, I think we're just gonna go ahead and take the riverbank out of here. Oh, this is interesting. That is not my footprint. It's old though, so somebody's been up here. Huh, yep, there's a footprint there, and over there. Interesting. This area is starting to see a lot of activity. Oh, we are going to be late. The sun is setting fast. I'm not sure what time it is. Yeah, we're probably going to get in trouble. But last night we did go to Red Lobster, so that might be some brownie points in my favor. We'll see how that works out. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap the video up. I did follow the footprints, and then another group of 2 joined in. So I'm pretty sure that was those kids. They were just exploring the riverbank, which is good because they're not looking in the woods, and hopefully they won't find the camp. What did we get done today? Well, we got the sitting bench put together. Very happy with that. We made a good beating stick for next time we're out here. We need to baton some wood or pound some tent stakes in. We got the poop tree taken care of. The hole dug just in case. You never know. The meal was awesome. Not happy about the chicken. It pretty much disintegrated in the pot. So I think next time I'm just going to have to get some chicken tenders, kind of cut them up and cook them on the fly, then throw them in the jambalaya and do it that way. Other than that, the meal was awesome. Could not eat it all. Go figure, huh? Oh, wow, we got motorcycle tracks now. This is new. Interesting. Looks like it's been pretty active out here. So, friends, I smell cigarette smoke. Somebody's close. Anyway, well, friends, we're going to go ahead and wrap the video up. Thanks for coming along with me on my journey today. And I'll see you on YouTube. Bonus footage time. I'm hiking along. My leg's getting hot. I'm thinking, what the heck? I look down. Look at that. Just being in my pocket, the freaking flashlight turned itself on. Just for me walking. I can't get my hand in there. Would you look at that? Yeah, that's real hot. Not cool, friends. Not cool at all. You know, where's that button at? I think there it is. I think I'm going to send an email to Through Night and ask them about that. See if there's a way they can fix it. So I'll let you know what happens.